Hello, I'm Chris. This is Gross Models. Welcome to issue 41 of building the Tumbler from Batman, the Batmobile Tumbler. That's what we're building. Better on paper? Easy. I don't know. I prefer films to comics personally. I know there's lots of stuff obviously can happen in comics and can't necessarily happen in films. Although now with CG and everything, not much can't happen. Um, Robin to Nightwing. Spoilers if you didn't know, Robin became Nightwing, or one of the Robins. There's several Robins in the history of Batman. So there we go, looking at that. And then we have a page from history, obviously, again. And what we're going to be building now, we're building the steering rack and attaching it to the wheels that we've already done and built. So that's going to be quite good. Need to dig out the electronics, start taking the electronics apart that we built up over the last few issues. So yes, we're going to build that on there, attach that, and yeah, that's going to be good. And then we'll get the big frame, chassis frame next time. So let me clear this out of the way. Let's get it built. So parts supplied in this issue, we've got a nice heavy metal steering rack, 4 different types of screws, brackets, and thing that's going to hold the motor in place. The motor I have dug out from the electronics from before. Plug number 2, just disconnected. And also we need the wheels. We won't need them immediately, but we will need them very soon. So let's put them over there, sort of out of the way. First up, we need to attach these to that. We're going to use the EM screws for that. I do like these screw packets. I wasn't sure initially, but I am liking them quite a lot. They're easy to get screws out of. They're environmentally friendly, and yeah, I do quite like that. So these have 2 different ends. Obviously, we've got a sort of bracket end and a circular end on each of those. We're going to be attaching the bracket end on there like that. So on these we have a bigger screw and a smaller screw hole. Obviously the screw will go through the bigger screw, in through the metal, and then into the other side. A bit like that. There. It might be tightening into the metal rather than the plastic, the central piece rather than the outside pieces. So that's that. I need to tighten that up, but I'll get that done in between times. Actually, I'm going to find out. Let's have a look. With this one, we'll figure out exactly what's going on. That's screwing into there. Actually, the easier way is to see if it's going to screw into there. Yeah, it's not screwing into that piece. So the screw goes into the middle bit. That's what holds it together. These are probably both about the same size. One looks a little bit bigger than the other, but I don't think it really is. So we need to get that screwed into there. But it's actually screwing into the central plate rather than the outside bracket. So that's the bit you need to hold and support. And that goes in there. And that's not lined up right. Feel like that's lining up now? No. Right. Let me get these down off camera, and then we'll see about the next step. What's the next step? Doing both of them. It's going to be attaching the motor in. So let's get this done. Right, that's that connected up on there, nice and secure. Main problem was finding a screwdriver that was the right size to fit the head of the screw properly. So that's that done. Don't need that immediately now. But what I do need is the motor and the bit that it's connecting to. It sits in this little bracket. just like that, nice and easy. And this piece goes over the top with the wider piece going downwards. That goes on there like so. That is held in place with some 8M screws. We've got them out first, as ever. There we go. We get 2 of these out. There we go. Put to one side. So we get that there with the wires coming out the top. There. Like so. And the screws through there and through the other side as well. Come on. Extra hands required for this stage, I think. The whole bit's in place while getting screws ready and doing the next bit, and all of this is just a little bit trickier. But still fairly straightforward. It's not difficult stuff. It's just slightly more complicated. Still not a problem. I should get those tightened up. Then we need to attach this. This is the fun bit. The teeth on the... This is the rack. That's the pinion. It goes over like that. That. Like the other way. Which way up does it go? There's that, there's that, there's that. It doesn't actually show very clearly which way up it needs to go. These bits are definitely going up, so the pins are going down. So it's that way around. In fact, I don't think it'd fit the other way around because of this undercut. So that goes on there like that. But before I do that, I'll get the screws ready. We need some 8IM screws. I don't know why it's got 3 letters. We need 2 of those. One's with the built-in washer. And we're going to use 2 UM screws in a minute as well. So let's get those out. Also, so the 8IM are very short, but they do the job. They are going to go on the ends here. So this post goes over that. And then the screw. Hold that in place and stop that escaping. Again, I shall get that tightened up off camera. Let's get the other side done. Not sure why we're doing these bits first, but that's what it says to do. So we'll get that on there again. Over that side. And attached. And the screw there. And then the UM screws are going to go on those bits and hold that together. That holds it all in place. And make sure everything's seated down properly before you try and put those in. Get it lined up. Central. Going for central. Ish. Obviously the motor's going to be able to turn one way or the other anyway, so if I can get that on. Screw on the screwdriver and get it in the hole. Just like that. And the other one. Let's get the other one done. Over that side. I like it starting to come together. And obviously this is, I don't know why it needs steering. I wouldn't have put, motorized steering onto it, but they have. So obviously I shall be using it. I think it's just activated a bit during the, one of the buttons sequences, but so there we go. That's that. So the motor will rotate. That will move that, which will move these, which moves the wheels. At the moment, they're going to go a little bit wobbly wherever because they're not actually attached. Will get lined up and attached properly on there. So when that rotates, that will turn the wheel. Both of them obviously linked together. So I like it. It's coming together quite well. We've got a plug to plug in at some point. But next time, say we're starting on the main chassis assembly. So I shall see you for that very soon. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying it. And see you soon. Bye-bye for now.